Today we are going to see one of the OOPS concept, inheritance. Inheritance allows a programmer to get the data and the functions of one class to another class. Child will inherit the feature of parent, right? For example, face similarity, walking style, like that. The newly created class will get all the data and functions of old class. The old class is called the base class and the new class is called the derived class. In other way, we can call it as a parent class and child class. This is very useful when we are going to extend our project. Otherwise, if we are doing any improvements in our project, we no need to write the code again. Just we can add on the class and we can inherit the properties and functions of the already predefined class. Here you can see the base class has the feature 1 and feature 2, and the derived class also inherit both the features added to its own feature. Okay. So next one is types of inheritance: single, multiple, multi-level and hierarchical. Now we are going to see single inheritance. Single inheritance will have one base class and one derived class. Let us see with the example. Okay. Now I am going to create a class. Class name I am going to have parent. So ended with colon. In this I am going to give only the printer, no variables, no data and no functions. Only I am going to give print function here, print here, I am from parent class. Okay. Next I am going to create another class. Let it be child class. Okay. Then here I am not going to write anything. Just simply pass. Okay. Now I want to inherit this property of parent to the child. So what I have to do is, here I have to put a bracket. Inside that I have to give the parent class name. That is a base class name I have to give. This is a way of inheriting the properties from the base class to the child class. After creating a class, now I am going to create an instance of a class, that is an object. Okay, obj I am giving equal to, I am going to create an instance only for the child class. Okay, I am going to save this C1. Okay, now I am going to execute this. See, you can see here I didn't give anything inside the child class and I created an instance only for the child class. Okay, so it inherits the print function from the parent class and it's displaying. Okay, one more time I repeat, in child class I didn't explain, I didn't define anything in the child class. It just inherits the feature from the parent class and it's printing the I am from parent class. Okay, we will see one more example here. For example, we take a polygon. Okay, polygon we will take. So polygon will have the feature of getting the sides. Okay, so when I take a polygon, it is similar to rectangle. Rectangle also has sides and polygon also has sides. This is the common feature between two class. Okay, so I no need to again get the length and breadth for the rectangle. I am going to use the same coding for the rectangle also. Let us see how I am doing. I am creating a class polygon. Okay, in this I am going to give the, so whenever you are creating a class, you have to initiate the variables. Okay, so here I am going to have two variables, length and breadth. Now I am going to initialize the variable. For that I should have init class, double underscore init class should be there, init function should be there. In that, self is by default I should give. Other than, I am going to have two arguments, one is length, second is breadth. Okay, I ended with colon. Next, I am going to invoke the variables. Self dot length is equal to length. Self dot breadth is equal to breadth. Okay. Next, one more class in this polygon. What I have done is only I created a initiate the variables alone. Okay. Next, one more class I am creating, class rectangle. So here I am going to have no variables because I am going to inherit this variable from the polygon class. Okay, so here I am not going to define about any variable. Directly I am going to define the function for area, calculating area. So if it does not have any argument also, self should be there. So I am giving self return self dot length star. So area of a rectangle is length into breadth, right? So self dot length, self dot breadth. Okay, so I am returning this value from the function. Next, I am going to create an object. Okay, so you can have it as rect equal to, so how I will relate this object corresponding to particular class? Rectangle. It is corresponding to rectangle class. So here rectangle class should have the two arguments. I am giving 20, 40. Next I am going to print. Okay, print of rect dot area. I am calling this area function. From the area function, I am getting the value area of a rectangle. I will be getting by means of this. Here, what I am for inheriting this variables, inheriting this arguments from this class, what I should do here? I should make a bracket and I should give the parent class name. Okay, so by means of that I able to access this length and breadth. Here I no need to define again. I am just using this code. Okay, let us execute now. You can see here. So length, rectangle length and breadth I have given 20 into 40. Okay, 20 into 40, 800 has given me the answer. So one more time I will repeat. In this child class, I am not defining any, I am not getting any variables and all. So those codings I got from the parent class. I am inheriting the variables or arguments from the parent class. Clear? So one more class also I can define. Class triangle. So these are the similarities. So in case of similarities, why each and every time I should get the values of length and breadth? Instead of that, I made it as a one class. Every time whenever I want to initiate that variables, whenever I want to use those variables, I am going to inherit that particular class. Okay, here also I need those variables. So I am using that code. I am not rewriting it. Here also I am going to define only the area. The area does not have any argument. Also you should give self. Okay, return self bracket. So area of rectangle is half into L into B. So self dot len star multiplication self dot breadth bracket close slash 2. Okay, here I am going to create a object for this triangle. Okay, tri equal to this related to which class? Triangle class. So I am giving here triangle class. Triangle class, how many arguments it will accept? 2 arguments, 20 comma 30 I am giving. So for this I should give print, right? I have returned the function only for returning the values. I didn't write it for print. Okay, so here I am going to print try dot area. Okay, so here whatever answer I am getting from this function, it will throw it to this. Here it will throw, this print function will print it. Okay, so now I am going to execute this. So you can see here. So it has given me the area of a rectangle, area of a triangle. Next, another concept is there, private variables. Okay, this everything I will remove. Okay, private variables. So if you want to make that variables private, other class should not access it. So if you want to have that restriction in your program, what you have to do is, you have to make it as a double underscore. Okay, by means of double underscore, you are making that particular variables private. Other classes cannot able to access that. Now let us see how to do that. Okay, so here I am giving init. So same way I am going to have 3 variables. Okay, length, that is self 1, then length and breadth. Length and breadth I have. So what I told you, this is both are private variables. So I should give like double underscore here, double underscore length equal to length. Same way self dot double underscore breadth equal to breadth. Okay. Next, what I am going to do is, I am going to create a class. Class rectangle. So I am inheriting the variables. Polygon. Okay. So here I am going to define area. Self double underscore breadth. Okay, same way I am doing, just I made this variable as a private variables. Okay, here I am going to create a object. So it belongs to rectangle class. Next I am going to print rect dot area. Okay, so this till this you know. So I made this as a private variable, that's why I have given double underscore here. Whenever now I will run this. Okay, so you can see here rect equal to rectangle, missing 2 required positional arguments length and breadth, because I have made this variable as a private, right? So other class not able to access this. That's why it is showing you the error, missing positional 2 positional arguments length and breadth. This rectangle class not able to access this 2 variables, 2 private variables. So for that what I should do is, I should use a getter and setter method is there. Okay. Getter and setter method. So what it will do is, this method is used to access the private variables. So instead of this init function, I am going to use a set method. Okay. So set underscore values. This is especially for accessing the private variables. Okay. So here what I am going to give is double underscore, same thing, same way I am going to set the values, and one more method I should have, that is for getting the value. Okay, get underscore values. So for get underscore, what I should do is, I should get one by one value. So first I am going to get length. Okay, length value, self. Here I am going to return. Okay, return whatever I am getting, I am going to return dot double underscore length. Okay, so one more time, one more value I should get underscore BRE. Okay, BRE of self. So here I should return whatever I am getting, I am going to return from the function. I am going to throw from the function. Okay, here what I should do is, here I have to multiply only the method. Okay, because you cannot directly access the private variable. By means of the method only you able to access those variables. That's why you have made those variables separately. You are not getting both variables together, you are getting those variables separately. By means of method, get method only, you able to access get underscore length double bracket, then here get underscore BRE. Okay, so whatever values in this, here self dot. Okay, self dot should be there. Here also self dot. Whatever values I am having this method, I am going to use it here directly. By means of this, what we are doing, directly we are not accessing this private variable self dot length. By indirectly, by means of method, we are accessing this private variables. Okay. Now we will execute this. Error, attribute error, rectangle object has no polygon length. Okay. Here what I should do is, I have to set the value, right? So rect1 dot set value method I should invoke, I should call. Okay, set underscore value. Here I am giving the value. In previous program we have given the value in the rectangle class itself. Okay, here in this rectangle method itself we have given the value. Here you have to give the values in set value method. So I am giving 10, 20. Okay, so by means of this method I am giving the private variables. Control S. Rect1 is not defined. Okay, here I have given rect. Okay, values. So while you are getting error, just read that error. Okay, from the error you able to identify. See, here it has given me rect1. So in that line I am checking, before I have given rect, after that I didn't give gave rect1. Okay, that's why it showed me error. Here also you can see set underscore value. So whenever it's displaying any line number, you have to check that line number. Here you can see set underscore values I have given, here value, that's why it's showing me a error. Okay, next execute this. So it has given me the answer 10 into 20, 200. This is how you have to access make the variable private, and for accessing the private variable you should use a getter and setter method. Okay, and for accessing the private variables you should have the different get values method, you should have, and the set values you can have all together. Okay, this is all about the inheritance. So if you have any doubt in this, you can write in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.